I have not been doing that great lately, and neither have my plants. A lot of them are drying out way too quickly because it is so hot in here, and also because a lot of them are severely root bound. So, we need to do some repots, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing in this video. We're going to be repotting some plants. We're going to be talking about life, what's been happening behind the scenes with me, and just have a relaxed, cozy hangout. This is definitely going to be a very low-key video, so if you have any plant chores of your own, or honestly anything that you need to do, or you just want some company, please by all means put this video on in the background, on your TV, on your phone, on your laptop, whatever, and just let's keep each other company. Very low stakes, very chill, very cozy vibes for today's video. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. I have 5 plants that I want to repot today. I actually need to repot like the majority of my collection. It's kind of ridiculous, but I don't have the space, the substrate, or the pot, or even the mental capacity to do all of that. I haven't repotted plants in such a long time. I don't even remember the last time that I repotted a plant, which is so sad considering the fact that repotting is one of my favorite planty activities. But lately, none of the things that I usually enjoy are bringing me joy, which is sad. Anyway, I'm yapping a lot. I'm sorry, but I told y'all this is going to be a casual one, okay? So I hope you're along for the ride and all of the yapping and talking. We're going to start off easy. We're going to go from easy to difficult because I do have some big plants that I need to repot. Amongst them is actually my Hoya linearis. She desperately needs a repot, but we're going to start off with something simple, and that is going to be my Hoya New Guinea Ghost, and this is going to be a very easy, straightforward repot. She is in this extremely tiny pot, and this thing has dried out so many times, and I just cannot keep up with the watering, especially like I mentioned now that it is so hot. So I just want to repot it into something a little bit bigger. Right now, I believe she is in like a 10 centimeter pot, and I want to move her over to a 12 centimeter pot. And unfortunately, oh no, I can definitely see some rot. Okay, I was gonna actually reuse this substrate, but now I don't think that's gonna be possible. Ooh, this substrate is very wet and the roots are not looking good. Ooh Lord, this might be a rescue situation. Oh my God, this sucks. Gosh darn it, I wasn't expecting this, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm really not surprised because, as I already mentioned, I have definitely let this thing get severely dehydrated, and then I would water it, and obviously that's a surefire way to get root rot, because if your plant's roots dry out significantly and then you water them all of a sudden, especially if you water them like haphazardly, like I tend to water my plants, yeah, they will rot and shit like this will happen. Now, it doesn't stink, which is good, so it's not like a horrible rotty situation, and I do still see some healthy roots, so that's a positive, but I can definitely see a lot of dead roots, and like, yeah, you can see the substrate is super wet. I mean, I did water this 2 days ago, so I'm not surprised that it's wet, but it shouldn't be this wet, and it definitely shouldn't come out in clumps, and I definitely shouldn't be losing roots. That's unfortunate. Now I'm not sure if I even want to move it into a bigger vessel, because now all that it's left with is this small little root ball. But I think I'm still gonna move it into a bigger vessel, because in my experience, the New Guinea Ghost is a pretty prolific rooter, And I mean, I grew this from like a small one leaf cutting, so I'm certain that she will be fine. I might take a cutting just in case or no, I'm not gonna take a reassurance cutting. I used to do this a lot back when I first started my plant journey. I used to take like a lot of cuttings and reassurance cuttings and stuff, but then I would never do anything with them and they were just like causing me more stress. And honestly, the last thing that I need right now is stress. So I'm just gonna repot it and I'm gonna hope for the best. I'm sure this plant will be fine. And if I notice it's declining severely, then I can always go back and actually take those cuttings. But as of right now, I don't think it's necessary for me to go in and cut it and like root it. I think this plant will be fine. I'm also gonna try to push the trellis a little bit deeper into the pot. Also, a lot of my Hoyas need to actually be retrellised, which is a task that I really don't want to do. I hate retrellising Hoyas, and I also don't even have any trellises, so I need to go out and buy them, and then I have to like retrellis them and do all the thing, and they look crazy after retrellising them. So I have been definitely avoiding retrellising my Hoyas. Honestly, if they start tendriling, I just cut those parts off, which isn't great for new growth, but as I mentioned, I have just been feeling way too stressed out. And right now, where I'm at with my plant journey is just maintenance. I'm just trying to keep the collection that I have alive. I'm very content and very happy with the plants that I have and how they are looking, but I'm really not interested in unlocking the full potential of every single one of my plants, just because I don't have space for all of their potential, you know? It would be great to have like huge, amazing trellised Hoyas, but where would they all go? So even the upsizes that I'm gonna be doing today are gonna be tricky for me to put back into the original spots that they're currently at. So I'm really not looking towards like upgrading my plants or making them bigger or better or whatever. Like, I'm very happy with the plant collection that I have. I just want to maintain it, and I just want my plants to be happy. That's literally it. Okay, so she is repotted. I really hope she's gonna do well. Fingers crossed. Prayers are very much welcomed for this planty, but I think she will be good. Like, this is such a robust Hoya, and it's a beautiful Hoya, so I think she will be A-OK. Now, the reason why I have not been feeling A-OK lately has been because of stress. I have been under a lot of stress lately, work-related stress, unfortunately. Okay, before I get into all of the nitty-gritty, let's move on to the next plant, which is going to be a little bit of a tough one to repot, but it is going to be my Anthurium wendlingeri. And yes, that's right, she is actively working on a inflow, and it's a curly guy. Look at her spiraling. This is so cool. I think this is the first inflow I've gotten on this plant. I'm not sure, but it's definitely the first inflow that I let come to fruition. Usually I just chop them off, but I really wanted to see if I'm gonna get the spiral inflow, and sure thing, I did. Now, wendlingeris are famous for their little spiral curly whirly inflows, but not all wendlingeris actually have that curly inflow. So I was just very curious to see if the Wendy that I have has the curly inflow or not, and I'm very happy to report that I do have a curly inflow wendlingeri. So I'm very happy about that, but she needs a desperate repot. Oh my god, this plant is drying out like it's nobody's business. I could literally water this plant every single day and it would still be dry. So I need to repot her. Anyway, what I was saying is that I have just been experiencing a lot of stress at work, which is why I also missed a upload last week. And honestly, I cannot promise that that's not gonna happen again. So, for those of you that may not know, the reason why I moved this year was because I got a job offer, or like an offer at my current job, to lead a brand new project. And they told me if I wanted to lead it, I would have to come work hybrid at the office. And I was like, okay, why not? It sounded like a great project. It was a great project. We had a lot of fun. And the deal was that we're gonna work on a prototype for about 3 months, right? 3 months on the prototype, and then we would sign the contract, and then we would go into production, everything would be great, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, well, we ended up working on the prototype for 6 months, and then the project got put on hold. And this is the second time in the past 2 years that a project that I was on, that I was a art lead on, got put on hold. The first one that got put on hold just got canned, ultimately, I believe. Never officially, but I feel like we all know what it means when a project goes on hold. So I am really not positive that we will resume working on this project, which would be fine. I'm really not that attached to my work. However, it was a project that I felt very confident in. It was something that was very up my alley, my skill level, my knowledge, my personal art style. So I felt very good about leading that project. And I really just missed being in a leadership position. I have been a regular artist for 8 years now, and I've kind of lost the joy in drawing and creating art myself. But I have found a lot of joy in leading a team, in being the one who organizes tasks, in helping out my team members. I always get a lot of satisfaction out of just being kind of the mom in the company. That's just the type of person that I am. Even within my friend group, I am the mom character. I am the therapist. I'm the one that everybody comes to for advice. I'm the one that always listens. I'm the one that tries to help. And that kind of mothering nature extends really well into such a leadership position. And I was very good at it, and I always got a lot of praise from both my supervisor and my other teammates about how I am good at this role. So I was really missing leading a project. So that was also a big reason why I was so happy to take over this project. And then on top of that, it was just a fun project, right? But unfortunately, it got put on pause, and now everybody is on a different project that we're trying to salvage. And this is a project that I used to be on before switching to the new project, and I hated it. I was miserable during that project because, first of all, it's absolutely not in my wheelhouse, my comfort zone, nothing. And then second of all, it was just such an unorganized mess. And it's still such an unorganized mess. And it is causing me just a lot of grievance. It's causing me a lot of stress. And unfortunately, it has just caused me to lose my routine, my joys in life. Because as much as I try to not let work affect my personal life and to just think of it as, I work, I get paid for 8 hours a day, and during those 8 hours, I'm gonna try my best. But outside of that, I'm not gonna stress or overthink. It's hard. It is extremely difficult to separate work from your private life, because at the end of the day, I'm spending 40 hours at this place, right? I'm spending 40 hours looking at this disorganized mess that is absolutely stressing me out. I have definitely neglected my little routines. Like, I have fallen off of reading. I've even stopped running as much. I just don't have that much time to even take care of my plants. Like, I do the bare minimum with my plants. I water them once a week, and that's it, because I just don't have the mental capacity to take care of my plants. And on top of that, last year we got to work remotely all summer long, or like work from home or wherever you wanted to work from. But this year we don't have that benefit. So I still have to go into the office 3 times a week during the heat of the summer, and it's just sucks. And I know that I am so privileged. I'm not a construction builder. I don't work a difficult job per se, but just being at the office drains me of all of my energy. And then I come back home after a long day at the office, and I'm just exhausted. I'm just so tired, and I don't have the energy or capacity to do anything. And then, for example, this weekend, both days, both Saturday and Sunday, I've had a horrible migraine. And that migraines just absolutely suck. And I have been on my migraine injection medication now for almost 9 months, I believe. It has been wonderful, worked great, but during high stress periods, the migraines tend to appear again, and it sucks. And on top of all of that, as if this all wasn't bad enough, I have also been sleeping so miserably. Like, I would wake up so many times throughout the night, and I would just be a walking, talking zombie. Now, I never used to get good sleep. I just am a very light sleeper. Every single thing wakes me up. So this is nothing new. It is annoying, but it's not new. But this last period, I would say this last month, has been extremely difficult, because not only have I been sleeping horribly, I have also noticed it affecting my mental and physical health. And you know what? I ain't getting any younger. I actually turned 30 yesterday. Congrats to me. And I'm definitely feeling it. And I'm just way too tired and way too old for all of these shenanigans. So, yeah, that's why I have been feeling a little bit shitty. And I'm honestly not sure, and even complaining about this and talking about this online feels so stupid. Like, I feel so stupid right now, but I consider you guys my friends, especially the ones that comment on my videos frequently. I think of you as my little community, and I do want to share the difficult parts, or like the uglier parts of me. And yeah, maybe somebody out there will think that I'm a privileged little brat who's complaining about nothing, but that's just how I feel. I have been feeling very stressed out, very burnt out, very I don't want to say unhappy, but overwhelmed. Let's say overwhelmed and spiraling. And yeah, I'm trying to take baby steps, get back into my routines, because I know ultimately that's what's going to help me out the most, just sticking to my silly little routines. But it's hard when you are in such a high stress situation, and I know that a lot of you will be able to relate to this. Anyway, Wendy is done. Now, this was actually a bit of a smaller repot or pot upgrade than I wanted to give her, but I don't have a bigger pot, and also if I did, it probably wouldn't even fit on my video shelf. So yeah, this is her, and let's move on to the next plant. Okay, let's move on to the Hoya linearis. Oh my god, look at her. She's so freaking long and so root bound. This thing probably needed to be repotted like months ago. Probably last year, because it's constantly drying out. And unfortunately, because it's drying out so much, it's also losing a lot of its leaves, which is not great. So we're actually gonna do some pot roulette. And the pot that I had my Wendy in, I'm gonna put my linearis into. So same process. Also, I didn't mention, but I am using Plant Scraper's Supreme Aeroid Mix. I absolutely love their Aeroid Mix. And so do my plants, for the most part, when I'm not neglecting them and under or overwatering them. But yeah, that's what's been happening with me. How are you guys doing? Genuinely, let me know in the comments how you're doing, what's been going on with your life. I hope your summer is going a lot better than mine. I feel like I have these spirals at the peak of the summer and winter season. And I feel like, oh no, we have some more root breakage. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. Okay, oh well, it's fine, it's cool, it's okay. But yeah, I feel like last summer was such a good summer for me, and now this one just kind of sucks, honestly. However, I will say I am very much looking forward to my summer vacation. I'm going to the sea, specifically to Dubrovnik, with some of my friends, which I am very excited about. One of my friends is actually, she invited me because she is originally, I can't talk today, from there, which is very kind of her, and I'm so grateful for her. And honestly, I'm just so grateful for all of my friends, because that's one thing that I can always count on. I can always count on amazing friends, and I don't have like a huge friend group, but the ones that I do, my girlies, they got my back. And they're just the most amazing people ever. And like literally, the only reason why I enjoy going to work is because I have like my work besties that are also like my IRL besties. And I love them so much. And we always have a great time. We actually did go to a team building event in June. I don't think I talked about that. And that was a blast. That was so much fun. But again, it's because I was with amazing people. So although the work situation itself is unfortunate, at least I'm surrounded by beautiful, gorgeous people. And in general, like my company, although I do tend to talk shit about it, the people working there are wonderful, which is why this whole work situation sucks even more, because we could have it so good. Like, we have so much potential. It's just the potential is not being utilized, which is unfortunate, but unfortunately not much I can do about it, since I am just another cog in the wheel. And yeah, God, I feel like I'm just complaining at this point over nothing, and I'm so sorry that you have to listen to me rant. I am honestly feeling very self-conscious about this whole video. I have been feeling very self-conscious about YouTube in general. Like, I feel like lately my videos have just not been of great quality, and honestly, I was just like filming a lot of like talking head videos because they were easy to film, but like I didn't really feel like any of them were good or worth posting, and I'm feeling the same way with this video right now. So I'm not even sure if this is gonna see the light of day. I mean, I'm probably gonna post it, I'm probably gonna edit it, just because I feel like YouTube is an outlet for me, and it's not about perfection, it's not about showing up here and being a fake version of me. Could I have shown up today and been like, okay guys, today we're gonna be repotting some plants? Yeah, of course, I could have faked it, but that's not me. That's not my vibe. And I don't think y'all come to my channel for that kind of vibe. I think y'all are here for the real talk, the honest discussions. So at least I hope so. At least I hope so. But I did talk a lot, and I don't even know, like, I wanna wrap it up in like a nice bow and ship it, but I don't really have any like good closing thoughts. And I actually wanted to repot 2 more plants, but I'm gonna be so for real with you right now. I just don't have the energy to do that, and I'm also kind of hungry. So I think this is where I'm gonna end the video. We did repot the Hoya linearis, and she is such a cutie. I feel like I will need to give her a big haircut soon because she's getting a lot. She's becoming a lot. But I hope she will be a little bit happier in this setup. Anyway, if you've made it to the end of this video, of this whole yap session, I seriously just want to thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. I hope you got at least some sort of entertainment out of this whole thing. If nothing else, some company, because misery loves company. But I do hope y'all aren't as miserable as me. And I'm not miserable. God, I sound stupid. Anyway. Everything is gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine, but I am very much looking forward to a break. So I have been even thinking about maybe taking a bit of a longer break from YouTube. I think I need it, but also with YouTube, it just sucks taking a break because the algorithm will punish you. And I really don't wanna neglect this whole YouTube thing, especially now that we've hit 5K subscribers, which is still like so amazing. So grateful for every single one of you. So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm hot. I created a whole ass mess that I need to clean now. And I need some dinner. So I'm gonna make myself some lasagna. I'm gonna make myself a little salad on the side. And I'm gonna enjoy that. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.